Glorious Cupcake, thank you for joining me every day. Your friend Sami here speaks to the crowd. They tell me things. The crowd is also poor. Did you know that? They buy the tops and they sell the bottoms. They're stuck in the rat race. Maybe you're in that position right now. When they tell me things, I listen carefully. Other people judge. Other people scoff and spit. And they sit there with their hunchbacks and their rounded elbows and their rounded knees. I will listen carefully and I think, excuse me, maybe if we did the opposite of the crowd, we could win. That is how I've survived for 12 years. Let me tell you something right now. Look at these comments right now. Enjoy your fraudulent Ponzi scheme. What about the next one? You know that's a dying product, right? Look at this one. The gold rush phase is long since over, so there is no reason to use it whatsoever. The risk is you could lose all your effing money. I want you to please notice the use of capital letters here. The sentences are structured perfectly. There are full stops at the end. They even use a space after the comma. Do you see these perfectly structured sentences? It reminds me of something. Do you know what coin they're talking about? Maybe you've heard of it, friends. Bitcoin in 2011 and 2013. Yes, in Bitcoin in 2011 to 2013 was called a fraudulent Ponzi scheme. They wanted to find Satoshi. They wanted to put him in jail. And look what I said. I said, funny enough, actually, it's still true. That's the funny part. Tongue in cheek, friends, tongue in cheek. Yeah, who cares? It went up anyway. There is a cycle of human behavior and the perception of value that's got a positive flywheel. It's been tested time and time again. It's going up. All right. Now, future performance cannot go off past performance, but you have to observe this and we have to try listen to see what the crowd is saying. Today, I say similar labels. Pulse, HEX, PulseX, Richard Hart, same thing. They're not calling Charles Hoskinson a fraudulent Ponzi schemer. They're not calling Sandeep, the Matic guy, a fraudulent Ponzi scammer. They are not calling Soilana Anatoly a fraudulent Ponzi scammer. They're not saying that. Rightfully so. Their charts say that. They're not calling CZ a fraudulent Ponzi schemer. The chart isn't low enough. They're priced as a diamond. I want to buy a diamond, but I want to pay a penny for it. This is contrarian investing. This is actually the only way to win in this game. Okay? The only way. So, look at this, friends. You are probably having way too much fun. This is not you, friends. This is everybody else. The Bitcoin people. They're having way too much fun dreaming of a $1 million Bitcoin. But they're not thinking of a trap that could come at $80,000. If they knew a trap was coming at $80,000 with the BlackBerry ETF, if they knew that trap was coming, friends, then their minds would open up and then they would say, ooh, friends, I have to start looking for better opportunity. I have to start taking this game more seriously. Buying Bitcoin and Ethereum and listening to maxis who tell you it's going to go 50x from here is not working hard. That's not working hard at all. You are not retiring by buying the S&P 500, baby doll. Okay, you're not retiring. I'm sorry. Yeah, in 40 years, you're going to retire. In 20, 30, 40 years, that's when you retire. And by then, you don't even care about it anyway. Who knows what the money printing situation is going to be by then? Okay, so this is why I bring this juicy information, friends. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, bell button all. Got juicy content here for you. Yes, they called Bitcoin, they called Bitcoin mining a fraudulent Ponzi scheme. Is this not exactly what HEX staking is? They go, oh, you're just earning inflation coins of itself, isn't it? Literally, 2011. Do you want to see what this dumbass could have made if he just bought some Bitcoin? I've got it for you right here. Bitcoin was 81 cents. Do you want to know what 81 cents into today's price is? 30,000 divided by, wow, 0.81. Isn't that, whoa, excuse me, you could have only made 37,000 times your money if you weren't such a poopy head dingleberry. Think about that. Think about this. Now, I'm not going to fault these people because you've never seen anything like that before. Look at these people even saying, you know, Bitcoin mining's a dying product, right? Don't we hear that today? We hear that HEX staking is useless because the Fed has risen rates and stuff. These are all useless narratives. People are just describing the candle color go down, friends. Look at this. Bitcoin is a scam. Yes. Have we not seen this before? We have seen it before. That's why I'm sharing. I'm not telling you to do anything. I don't really care, friends. You could, please, if you are on the verge of like, oh, I'm thinking of selling, just click sell right now, okay? Click sell right now. I know what the crowd wants me to do, okay? I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. I'm not here to hold your hand. Click sell and leave right now. Stop annoying the rest of us. Just literally exit. It's a free public market. Nobody's told you to buy. Nobody's told you to hold. Just click sell. End your misery right now. Go buy something else. Nobody cares about you. But you know what we do care, friends? Firstly, our friendship, unity, and kindness. Do you remember a video that I made? Okay, I made a video. Somi responds to Lamont Black. Mr. Lamont is the famous skeptic from the movie, The House of Stakes. This is it. This is Mr. Lamont Black, okay? He's like the protagonist, the good guy in there. He's like trying to figure out, is it a scam or not, etc. Do you want me to tell you what's happening, friends? Do you want me to tell you? Yes, that's why you're listening. Do you know Mr. Crypto Heartbeat? God bless this man. Mr. Lamont Black is basically a hexagon now. Mr. Lamont Black, the dude who starred in a movie, who got famous because he's trying to take on the Ponzi scheme, is a freaking hexagon now. Listen, are you listening? Okay, I'm listening to the crowd. On one hand, everybody wants me, capitulate, sell, go. And on the other hand, I'm seeing these signs and I'm like, you know what? Maybe you guys are wrong. Maybe instead of doing whatever you think you need to do, maybe you got to do the opposite. Maybe instead of ending up still in the rat race 10 years later, you would have escaped the rat race, friends. Just think about this, okay? Mr. Lamont Black, look, I'm going to blow your mind more. Mr. Lamont Black used to work for the US Fed. Yes. Of course, if you're looking here, friends, of course, this whole interview, okay? I go through everything, okay? I'm here 18 hours a day, all right? People ask, why are you here 18 hours a day? Let me tell you, because opportunity, when it comes and it goes, it ain't coming back, all right? It ain't coming back, friends. I'm sorry, they ain't coming back. Look how hard it is to find the next Bitcoin. There is no next Bitcoin. It's a new game. It's a new scheme. It requires so much more hard work, effort, contrarian, everybody spitting on you saying this time is different, this time is different. You haven't processed this new information. I've seen it so many times. I'm just here to tell you what I do, all right? Yeah. If we lose all our money, who cares? Okay, who cares? Because you're going to be asked by everybody, hey, this person jumped off a bridge. Would you have done it? They're always going to throw that. They say that to everything, all right? It's the same thing, friends. Think about those Reddit soy boys, okay? Think about those Reddit soy boys and what they were saying in the early days. Now, I provide you this juicy information, friends. I talk to you about HEX being a closed system. So I know how to speak to people, friends. I know why they're coming in here is they see a circle and they go, okay, this system is closed, right? But at the end of the day, the whole world is closed. It's just that the system, so this is the whole globe, and yeah, this is crypto right here. Yeah, there's only like a few rails. There's Coinbase, there's some exchanges. Of course, right? People aren't working for the crypto, but that's why it's cheap if it works out. Otherwise known as asymmetric upside, friends. That's what it means. It means, okay, you know what asymmetric upside means? It means there's one rail now, and if we win, there's 1,000 rails in 10 years. So think about it. Isn't that what it is? When there's only one rail somewhere, people see it as a trap because there's only one bridge to get in. One way of getting in. You deposit on Coinbase, you come and you buy in, you got to go through all these clicky and the buttons and the MetaMask and all this weird stuff going on. Okay, there's only one rail to get in. Everyone sees it as a scam and a trap. But if it succeeds in the future, there's 30,000 rails in the future. Surprise, surprise. That Ponzi scheme, fraudulent label is no longer that anymore. Now it's what we just call the internet. And it's like, oh, it's just our very existence, right? There's no internet maxis anymore. We're all using it. That's the thesis. That's why you're long. That's the same thing with Bitcoin. It's the same thing with Ethereum. Okay, it's the same thing. See, the thing is, Bitcoin's already won its game. It's just that people who hold Bitcoin, they haven't figured out the game yet. They think the bull run's just getting started for the next 10 years. But what I don't know is getting BlackRock to believe the BS is the end game. This is the ultimate liquidity grab. And I hope I'm wrong, but just every single sign in history says, these things are the end. Honestly, friends, let me tell you something. Do you honestly, in your heart, do you believe these people, these globalists, the lizard people, do you honestly think they have it, they're like looking out for our best interests? Do you really believe that? Why would they give you so many delays of this Bitcoin ETF? Why would they take so much time? It's for one reason only, to pack their bags. It's so they get their own institutions and they start doing the onboarding and the railing and the voluming for themselves first, So retail can come in and just start market buying everything before they know the next organized crash is coming or whatever comes next. It's all a game, friends, and everybody's playing it. I was also watching, friends, Mr. Rags to Riches. He brought on a lawyer, okay? And look, I'm telling you now, you got some serious issues when your friend Somi has you on. Okay, I watched this on 2x speed and I fell asleep after 30 minutes. Okay, so it's really 15 minutes. Like, lawyers, man, my gosh. God bless you, but man, we gotta like get some information done here. You know, like this thing was just a doomer post. I went through it and I'm listening and I'm like, okay, there's nothing new here, friends. Every single time. This is why this whole crypto lawyer thing, I promise you right now, it's been the same thing since day one. And I really do mean this when I say this. I have not heard a single positive thing come from any crypto lawyer or any lawyer in general since 2018, since I joined crypto. Not one. Not one single positive thing ever. They will only get mildly positive at the very, very tippy tops of green monthly candles. I promise, friends. I promise. I'm doing the sign of the cross. I promise you. I put my hand on the Bible. You will go and you will see that. They'll start to go positive. They just have different words of how they talk, just like everybody else, okay? They're just a summary of the monthly candles, okay? I've only seen 100% mid-curve takes on anything, on everything to do with crypto. It's always been max doom a FUD. Whatever they talk in 2 hours, you can say in one tweet. You go around like going, what's going on, friends? And they always do the same things. They always go, Department of Justice, fraud, 50 years. Like, dude, your neighbors right now have probably abused children in the past. Like, society's just letting them walk free. I don't know if you've seen what the court system is out like there. And these people think that some judge is going to go see this weird, nerdy kid with like pens in his front pocket and go, you know what? Yeah, 30 years. Like, they don't understand, friends. They don't understand this global financial system that they already exist in. Do you think they're going to understand our pirate island of a better financial system to remove the tentacles from JP Morgan and all the other globalists? Okay, this thing's just way too big. It just takes too many years. How are you going to explain to somebody in 1995, some fat dude with a neck beard playing Dungeons and Dragons, okay, shout out to all the neck beards out there. So how are you going to explain to him, it's 1995, he's literally playing Dungeons and Dragons and talking on forums. You're going to tell him that, hey bro, you know, in like 20 years, you're going to be ordering pizza from your phone, okay, from a little mobile device. It's going to have all the internet. Yeah, he's going to say, that's the stupidest idea ever. I'll just use my telephone. That's what people were saying back then, by the way. They were saying, why would I order internet stuff? Why would I order things like pizza from my phone when I have a telephone at home? I promise you, that's what they were saying at the start. Look what happens right now. You're probably listening to me off your phone right now. That's the funny part. So in the spirit of lawyers, what my friend Just Mikey Angelo did was we went through the SEC case with Richard Hart and HEX, and we looked for precedents, friends, about fraud, accusations, securities, all right? And I have this long piece of text here, but I'm going to tell you a summary, all right? So in these cases, there were two cases. See, this is beautiful. How come, tell me this. I want you to explain to me right now. By the way, thank you very much for listening and subscribing, friends. So I'm telling you right now, why is it I listen to freaking 4 hours of lawyers who don't know what the hell they're talking about? Not a single one of them mentioned these two cases. It's these two cases, Airfox and Paragon Coin and BitClave. How come I never heard of them? They would literally copy-paste the same accusations as Ricardo Corazon. All right? There's accusations of fraud heavily weighted instead of securities. You know what Just Mikey did? This is so good. This is what they did with Just Mike and his team. Thank you so much, friends, for sharing this. Sharing your talents with the world. I appreciate every single one of you, okay? They actually asked Chat-GPT, hey, give us, look at this. Look at the top part, okay? Read this very, very top part. Just this top part. Certainly, they go, here are cases, examples, where the SEC, the clowns, sued crypto founders for fraud and unregistered security offerings with a focus on the fraud accusations and the outcome being a settlement. How come none of them spoke about this? You're meant to be a lawyer. Do your job. That's all you're meant to do. Just find stuff where a judge sat in a room with some curly hair, did the hammer on the table and said, order, you do this, you do that. How come you couldn't tell me this? Chat-GPT had to find it, friends. That's why there are two examples here. Airfox and Paragon, okay? They were accused of fraud heavier than the securities part. So this is very similar to the HEX and Richard Hart ecosystem part where they're accusing, oh, you're kind of a security, but we kind of think there's fraud. This is the part I want to show you, friends. This is why I'm still bullish. I don't really care what you do, okay? I'm just telling you right now. Look at this. In both cases, The defendants chose to settle with the SEC to resolve the legal dispute and potential regulatory consequences without admitting or denying the specific allegations of fraud. So basically, this is what I wanted to know. I wanted to know because all these lawyers spend 4 hours. They want to like, hey, I'll talk to you for 15 minutes. I'll charge $500 an hour. Get out of here. All right, I want to buy my Ponzi coins. I want to buy my degen poop. I want to come and gamble on the crypto system. All right, I don't have time to be doing all this litigation trash where you're invoicing yourself from a personal assistant. I want to know. Give me examples where people can settle, but they don't have to say, yes, I'm guilty of being a fraud. Here we go, Chat-GPT, 3 seconds, okay? So look what it says. This is a common approach in regulatory settlements to reach an agreement and avoid a prolonged litigation, friends. Conclusion 2, based on these cases, the accused was able to settle without admitting or denying the allegations. Wouldn't this be a win for everybody? It's SEC going like, hey, man, pay the extortion fee. This is what I actually said here, friends. Yep. Paying the fine is an extortion fee to the clowns. The henchmen come and pay up. We go, all right, yeah, all right, mate, we'll pay up. Maybe just get off my back. Okay. So it's good to know that this option is available. I'm not saying he's going to take it. I don't know what's going to happen, but isn't it nice to know that, hey, an AI could provide this in like 15 seconds when I've been listening to these lawyers for 4+ hours, multiple lawyers, Bitcoin maxi ones, crypto maxi ones, non-crypto people. You got Martin Shkreli saying, oh yeah, he's going to go to jail for life, this guy. Martin Shkreli is a doo-doo head. I don't know why anybody's listening to this dude. For some reason, he's a meme on the internet. He's only got 30,000 followers. He's doing something wrong, friends. You can't just listen to these people. They are the old world, friends. This is the new world. The new world is tickers on a symbol, which are trading on a DEX. This is the new world. We are putting value where value's never been seen before. That's why everybody's going nuts. That's why you're seeing stuff like social media, attributions, people trying to give value to their NFT brands and their name and their marketing, all right? So yeah, we see this. The price is going down right now. You see HEX down. Pulse down. Pulse X down. Yes, the prices are down. But isn't this nice to know that there's valuable information here which shows you, yeah, maybe it's not the end of the world. Maybe we've been here before, friends. Bitcoin, fraudulent Ponzi scheme. Bitcoin mining, fraudulent Ponzi scheme. We've seen this before. So if you would like to tell me that this time is different, okay, well, I'm telling you right now. Well, I think there's a price to pay on those odds that this time isn't different. This is what I think. I think the prices are so ridiculously vomit low that they might actually be at those prices right now. Just saying. That's what I just for me. I think, you know what? You guys are basically saying this time is definitely different and things are zero. And I'm like saying, okay, well, these things have like vomited and capitulated. I mean, Pulse X doing like a 6x just gets it back to day one sacrifice price. That's how much bleeding there's been. And, you know, friends, look, the sky's still blue. The sun's still spinning, Earth's still spinning, everything's right, life's still going on. The calendar's still ticked by. But this is something I thought about, okay? Just think about 10 years from now. I know nobody can think about 10 days from now, 10 weeks, but just imagine the year is 2033. None of us are dead yet, all right? And we think about AI. This would be the funny part. It would be very funny. I'm reading here. It would be ironic if most crypto lawyers that are making the Duma calls on HEX, it would be ironic, right, if they would be better off just doing a 10-year HEX stake right now. Because how come we were able to get this beautiful, clean information from Chat-GPT? We're basically Chat-GPT backsies now, right? Why is this AI doing a better job than 99.9% of lawyers already? Why? Now, I'm not taking a dig at lawyers, friends. I'm not. All I'm telling you is I've been here before. And all they're doing, you say this W, let's change it to an M, friends. You like the M? Yes, I love you, love M. Do you see this red monthly candle? Even on Pulse, friends, if we change it to an M, okay? M is also standing for friendship. Do you see these 3 red monthly candles? Yes, yes. All our pain and misery is next to the party face emoji here. That is what everybody's describing. I don't care who you are. I don't care your job, your profession, your experience. 99.9% of the time, it doesn't matter. All that matters is that you understand that whenever you see the crowd overreacting or underreacting or any reaction, it is summarized by the color of the monthly candles. Okay, so I'm here bringing you the truth of the lows. Trust me, you're going to hate me just as much if we get to the green lands because I'm going to be saying the same thing. Okay, Let's pray we get there safely. I'm still on board. Don't forget, it's not too late to sell if you want out. Okay? You can stop annoying the rest of us. Like, subscribe, bell button, all friends. I'm going to catch you in the next one.